Hi, so in this video, I want to talk about a book called How Learning Happens by Paul Kirchner, which is basically talks about different research which has happened on how learning takes place in our brain. So, how when one person knows something can teach somebody else, right? So, basically, very interesting for teachers, might help them to make to give their information in a better way, right? So we will just go over all the points that I found good in the book, right? So first one is schema formation. So what they talk about in the research which has happened in learning is that any concept that we teach or any concept that we learn, first there is sort of a categorization in the brain which is called a schema. So schemas are formed after you learn something, right? And then they keep on adding, they keep the schemas keep on adding, or they keep on changing or editing in the as you learn new information. So a teacher's job is to help the student form that schema, and the way to do it is to be very simple about what you are talking and have very go very slow, right? So teachers sometimes rush or give too much detail, which is like a cognitive overload for students to learn. So if you want that schema to being formed in the student brain, you have to talk about something which the student already knows. So these analogies, etc., they work, or some concept which they already know, and then from there you can extend, right? So it's very important, first point. Second, they talk about constant interaction. So learning takes place when there is constant interaction between the teacher and the student, right? The interaction helps the teacher understand how much the student has learned. The schema formation which we are talking about, that has to be always check that the schema is perfectly being formed, or is there any difference there. So if you don't ask, the teacher does not ask the question, if there is no sort of you can ask a quiz or small question or a quiz, or ask the student to reply back or explain in his or her words, you will never be able to understand what is happening, how much the student has learned. So this interaction is very important, right? Third point is storytelling, right? So teacher teaching, what they say, when it is told like a story where there is a start, there is a middle, there is an end, then that sort of engagement happens with the audience. So if teacher is teaching from ppt, etc., I mean that interaction will not take place, where teacher is just reciting whatever is written in the slides. But if the teacher is teaching like a story with a proper starting, and then trying to increase the interest, and then add few characters, and always have a recap and a future teaser for all the lectures that the teacher is taking, then that interest builds. So storytelling really helps in learning, right? For fourth is why learn, right? So the teacher teaches and the student learns, right? This sort of interaction happens. But if the student does not want to learn, just shuts every channel, then the learning cannot happen, right? Because learning has to happen in the student's brain or mind. So it's very important that the teacher opens that mind and convinces the student that it is an important thing to learn, right? So if that does not happen, then the student will never learn. So why part, explaining that why is it important to learn, is very important for the teachers. And finally, you can learn. So this is more about the motivation part, or breaking the uh, increasing the confidence of the student. A lot of times the students are low in confidence, they feel that even if they put effort, they will not be able to learn because they don't have the ability or the capability, right? So the teacher's job is also to be a motivator, that explains who explains to the student that no, this can be learned and you can also do it. And then slowly the students then starts taking effort, start putting in effort, and then moving forward. So yeah, I think these are the five good points I found. Of course, there are a lot of other material in the book. You should definitely check it out if you are a teacher, or generally if you are curious about this topic. You have to form schema in the brain of the other person. If you are trying to make anybody else learn something, you have to have constant interaction with that person to check if that learning is proper or not. You have to make it as a story, right? There is a start, a middle, and an end, and some interesting characters and the interaction between those characters, right? This is what happens in a story. So you have to do it like that, then only the interest will take place in the class. Also explain to the students why is it important to learn this topic, and finally break the increase the confidence of the student so that they start learning. So yeah, this is it. You should check out the book. I'll put the link in the description, and let me know if you have any question. Thank you.